Good morning and welcome to today's hiring ceremony. I am Sergeant Chris Burley, and today I have the honor of being Master of Ceremonies as we recognize 2 new professional staff members and swear in 4 police officers. To open today's ceremony, I'd like to introduce Burke Nelson, Policy Advisor to our Mayor and Police Commissioner, Ted Wheeler.
Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, the mayor couldn't be here today. He's in San Francisco for a conference of mayors, a West Coast Conference of Mayors. So unfortunately, you're stuck with me. I'm here in his stead. I'm not as great an orator as the mayor, but I will do my best. I think in the shadow of 9/11, the first thing I'd like to do is thank everybody here for their service. You've decided to join a profession that is dedicated to protecting and serving the public. And this is something that is extremely important now in this day and age. And I'd also like to add that sometimes this profession, from what I'm told, can be thankless. And the only things that matters are the people that you work with in your family. Because what's going on right now is there's a national narrative that's painting police in a bad light. And it's extremely unfortunate because after traveling around the United States, I can say with utmost honesty that I believe we have the best best police bureau in the country. And I'm up here, I'm thinking, what's the best way for me to address everybody in the audience that's going to be fresh and new, but it's new to you? And I also want to make sure that everybody here and family members as well understand that the mayor's office has the utmost respect and appreciation for the Portland Police Bureau. You constantly make our office look good with the decision-making process and the ability to run towards danger, not run away from it. And it's a shining light on the city of Portland. And I hope that you and everybody out there in the back understands that we love and respect you guys for what you do. And this is a job that I fell into, and I have been enlightened with the amount of integrity that is possessed within the Portland Police Bureau with the people that I work with. So thank you guys very much. And for you new hires and new sworn-in, you are joining a bureau that is entrenched with class and dignity, and there are people in the back of the room that you're going to need to lean on from time to time, so please do that, because some of them have been here for 20+ years, and they've been here through the good times and bad times, and can help you adjust to the changes that you're going to be facing in your upcoming job. So without further ado, let's get this ceremony started, and congratulations to everybody, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you, Burke. When I call your name, please come forward to accept your certificate or badge and stand with Chief Outlaw and Burke Nelson. Remain standing here until I'm done saying nice things about you. Family members, please feel free to get closer to take a quick photo of your loved one. We will swear in all the officers at the same time after we are done presenting the badges. Madison Conley. Madison was hired as a police administrative support specialist in the Detective Division on August 23rd. Madison was born and raised in Hillsborough and graduated from Portland State University. Since her graduation, she has worked as a project manager for Rose City Construction, as well as a supervisor for Starbucks. On her weekends, Madison enjoys going camping with her boyfriend and their dog. She is also a large supporter of Relay for Life and was the captain of a team in honor and memory of her mother. Madison is very excited to have the opportunity to work for the Bureau and is thankful to be in the role where she can support local law enforcement. She is joined today by family and friends. Nathaniel Pemberton. Nathaniel was hired as a police desk clerk on August 23rd and will be assigned to Central Precinct next week. Nathaniel was born in Yakima, Washington, but moved to Sandy, Oregon. He graduated from Mount Hood Community College in 2014 with an associate's degree in science. Nathaniel currently resides in Happy Valley, where he bought his home with his fiancée, Sarah, and their 3 kids, Lily, Xander, Zylan, as well as their dog, Missy. Nathaniel enjoys taking care of the backyard, helping Lily with her schoolwork and projects, working on repairing the house, and going to the park with the kids. He also enjoys cooking and teaching his kids how to do things around the house. Nathaniel looks forward to applying himself in the Portland Police Bureau and seeing where his career path takes him. The following are being sworn in as police officers today. Noe Arajo Garibo. Noe was born in Hillsboro, Oregon, and spent most of his childhood years in Mexico. At the age of 16, Noe made a life-changing decision and left Mexico to pursue his dream and goals. Noe graduated from Parkrose High School in Portland. Immediately following his graduation, he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, serving in the active duty and reserves components until his honorable discharge in 2012. He continued his reserve military service and re-enlisted in 2016 for an additional 4 years, achieving the rank of sergeant with a total of 10 years of honorable service. Noe worked as a personal banker for Wells Fargo and Key Bank beginning in 2014. He enrolled in the University of Phoenix course curriculum following his separation from active duty and completed his bachelor's degree in psychology in April of this year. Noe and his wife Nancy were married last year. During his free time, Noe enjoys road trips, visiting parks, and taking strolls along the beach. Noe is joined today by his wife, brother, in-laws, and friends. Gelsomina Cavalli Singer. Gelsomina was born in Portland and spent her teen years in Lakeville, Minnesota. She graduated from Lakeville North High School and returned to Portland to earn her Bachelor of Arts in Sociology from Portland State University. In her final year of college, Gelsomina started an internship with the Portland Police Bureau's Sex Crimes Unit in the Detective Division. She also volunteered at the Veterans Hospital and coached youth soccer, earning multiple national coaching licenses. In her free time, Gelsomina enjoys spending time with her family and playing soccer. She is joined today by her family and close friends. Troiler Foltz. Troy was born in Salem and grew up on 30 acres of farmland outside of Almsville, Oregon. Troy studied criminology and criminal justice at Portland State University, where he earned both his bachelor's and master's degree and was recognized for his exemplary service to PSU. While studying at PSU, Troy worked for the criminology and criminal justice program, creating course content for online classes. Troy was originally hired by the Police Bureau as an intern in 2013. The day after graduating from his master's degree program, he was hired as a crime analyst and spent 2 years focusing on analyzing the Bureau's use of force data. After reading more reports than he could count, Troy transferred to the Bureau's training division. There he focused on the development, implementation, and assessment of various trainings for current and new police officers, where he happily worked until 15 hours ago. In his spare time, Troy enjoys traveling with his partner, spending time with family and friends, watching Trailblazers games, and playing fetch with his perfect Labrador retriever, Clover. Troy looks forward to continuing to serve his city as a police officer. He is joined today by his partner Joshua and his family, friends, and coworkers, all of whom he would like to thank for their encouragement and support. Sydney Scolari. Sydney was born and raised in the San Diego area. She was a collegiate soccer player in school and received a full college scholarship. In college, Sydney majored in leadership and justice and earned her Bachelor of Science degree. Sydney has wanted to be a police officer since she was a child. She has also traveled regularly to the Portland area since childhood to visit relatives, including Portland Police Bureau Officer Chad Dahl and Detective Molly Dahl. In her spare time, Sydney enjoys playing soccer and hanging out with friends and family. Sydney is joined here today by her friends and family. Gayla Jennings, Deputy Auditor, will now administer the oath of office.
Good morning. You'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm. I will support the constitutions. Of the United States. And of the state of Oregon. The charter of the city of Portland. And its laws. I will faithfully, honestly, and ethically. Perform my duties. As police officer in the Bureau of Police. During my continuance therein. Congratulations.
And now I'd like to introduce Chief Danielle Outlaw.
Good morning. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today. I will be brief. I know this is an exciting time for everyone up here, and it's great to see a crowded room to support our new folks and our new family members here to the Bureau. To our professional staff members, I want to thank you for joining us. Our professional staff members, for those of you who don't know, are really the rock and the foundation of everything that we do here. We would not be able to survive without the support and the help from our professional staff in every facet of our work. We are not only appreciative of you applying to be here, but we are appreciative of the commitment that we know that you'll bring to the Bureau. To our new police officers, we had an opportunity to speak earlier this morning. And again, we welcome you and we thank you for choosing the Portland Police Bureau. You had a lot of options, and I know this kind of sounds like a Southwest flight attendant spiel, but this is real for everybody. You had a lot of options, but you selected us. And it's probably one of the best decisions that you'll ever make. We also talked about contemporary policing today and how the nature of our jobs have changed over the years. There's still a lot of traditional expectations around enforcement and how we enforce, but the nature of our work and the nature of the service that we provide is changing. And so we shared, all of us, the executive team, we shared with them how we don't want you to change, whether you're a sworn officer or a non-sworn person here. But we don't want you to change because we hired you for who you are. We hired you because of your ability to empathize, your interpersonal skills, your problem-solving skills, your ability to critically think, and just to be a human being in who you are. We don't want machines. We don't want RoboCops. We don't know what's going to happen in 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. We might all be replaced. But we expect you to come and bring who you are. Don't forget that. The job can change a lot of people because of the nature of what we see all day, every day. But remember what centers you and what grounds you and all of the support and the structure that you have here in this room. Our community is responding to those with mental health issues, those in the houselessness community, and people who struggle with addiction issues. We are first responders, but we must be mindful that we are only one cog in a system that can address all of these large systemic issues. We join with our partners in justice and our other partners within the criminal justice system, as well as social service providers, and trying to bring together a more holistic approach in some of these community livability issues. My job is to bring together our leadership team to look at data and to problem solve. By working together, we are ensuring that we are using the resources that we have in an intentional and very strategic, thoughtful, and effective way. That's what I expect of each of you up here as well. As we do this, my continued expectations for you will be to do your job well and to treat everyone with fairness, dignity, respect, and most importantly, engage our community members. We are providing a service. We are servant leaders. And that includes everyone, not just those that have nice things to say about us. It's also engaging our critics and being cognizant and listening and thoughtfully listening to the constructive feedback that we get. There's a lot of dialogue. We talk about national narrative. There's a lot of dialogue going on right now across the country. And I want to be very clear in that those who demand police accountability might even call it reform. Those who demand us to take a look at who we are, what we are doing, and how our actions may or may not impact disproportionately certain communities, specifically communities of color, that does not mean that they're anti-police. They are asking and demanding the same things that we ask of ourselves. We share the same goals. We just might get there differently, and it's important for us to sit at the table to work towards resolution instead of furthering a divisive narrative. That's not what we're here for. We are community policing officers, and community policing is a philosophy. It's not a program. It's not something that we're adopting for the next 5 years in our strategic plan. It's interwoven into everything that we do, from the very top of the organization through our policy into how everything that we do policy-wise is implemented by your actions. Think about how your actions impact the system that you work within, but also the community that we serve. Lastly, I want to say welcome and congratulations to all of the families and friends here today. I generally joke each time when we have these ceremonies about how you will now become test dummies. If you didn't know it, you will. Control holds, handcuffs, you might walk away with a few bruises, but we tend to practice on our family members to make sure that we're doing it right by the time we get back to the academy for the next morning. But thank you again for lending us your loved ones. Please know that they will be in extremely good hands. Everyone lined up in the back walls of these rooms, this is their family. We have each other's back. We hold each other accountable. We look to make sure that not only that they're doing well professionally, but we are told and we make sure that we pay attention that we're okay as a person, a human being. We care about the entire well-being, because this job can be a lot. It can be stressful. We talked about how there's no pleases and thank yous, but we know that, and that's not why we entered this profession. So thank you again for lending them to us. We'll take good care of them. I absolutely promise you that. And thank you for ensuring that they might not do it on their own, but thank you for ensuring that they have the work-life balance that you know that they need to have. My best wishes for all of you in the room, but specifically for the new folks here, congratulations. Again, we all look forward to working with you, and welcome to the Portland Police Bureau family. Thank you.